Assalamualaikum friends, welcome to my channel Forest Talk. Today's topic is Kyoto Protocol. Here is the outline of this lecture. First of all, introduction to the Kyoto Protocol. United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change (UNFCCC) was adopted in 1992. This convention was extended as first international treaty, that is Kyoto Protocol, in 1997. So here arises the question, what is the difference between Kyoto Protocol and UNFCCC? So basically the UNFCCC is focused on all the factors that become a cause of climate change. However, Kyoto Protocol is specifically focused on greenhouse gas emissions and their effect on climate as global warming. Kyoto Protocol aims to reduce the emission of gases that contribute to global warming. It has got its name from the place where it was adopted in Japan. This protocol was adopted on December 11, 1997 and entered into force on February 16, 2005. Currently, there are 192 parties that have adopted to the Kyoto Protocol. This protocol's main objective is to reduce the greenhouse gas emission by the 192 parties that have adopted it. Here arises the question, what is a greenhouse gas? A greenhouse gas is a gas that absorbs radiant energy and emits it in infrared region of light and causing the temperature of the globe to rise above a level what it would be without these gases. There are six main greenhouse gases. Carbon dioxide, CO2, methane CH4, sulfur hexafluoride SF6, perfluorocarbons PFCs, nitrous oxide N2O, hydrofluorocarbon HFCs. Water vapors also contribute to greenhouse effect. Goals of Kyoto Protocol. This protocol called for reducing the greenhouse gas emission by European Union EU below 1990 level. That means जो इनके लेवल्स रिकॉर्ड हुए थे यूरोपियन यूनियन के 1990 में, उससे कम करने के लिए ये प्रोटोकॉल डिमांड करता है. The protocol gives reduction targets to the parties which are to be achieved by them within a specific time period और स्पेसिफिक टाइम पीरियड को कमिटमेंट पीरियड्स कहते हैं. फर्स्ट कमिटमेंट पीरियड 2008 to 2012 and second commitment period was from 2012 to 2020, which is also known as Doha Amendment after the name of a place in Qatar. First commitment period was highly successful because most of the countries achieved their reduction targets. However, the second commitment period never entered into force because most of the parties withdrawn from the protocol during the second round. There is volunteer choice of adoption for the developing countries. However, its adoption is compulsory for the developed countries. That means it is necessary for the developed countries and its choice of will to adopt or not for the developing countries because of their low greenhouse gas emission levels. There are three working mechanisms of the protocol, which are national measures, emission trading, project-based mechanism. National measures. Parties can reduce greenhouse gas emission by taking steps on national or state level. These can be any efforts, for example, plantation, reforestation, stop deforestation, and reduce industrialization. Second is the emission trading. Kyoto Protocol assigns certain amount upper limits to parties. These are known as assigned amount units. Parties can buy these limits in case of exceeding the limit. Parties can buy these units from each other in case of exceeding their limit. In this way, the country can bring itself back into the given limit and ultimately limiting the greenhouse gas emission in the world. Project-based mechanism. These projects can be of two kinds. CDM means some